I'm talking about any school.
Yes, that's books. During service hours. Service hours. So it could be bookstore. And that's what I'm saying. Then it could be after, not to sell anything. And thank you for asking.
Thanks, Pastor Kobe. All right, I'm going to try for two more. Delegate Saab has something he wants to say, but I want to go to the audience first. Oh, sure. Sorry. Here's Dr. Hutt.
Just to clarify something about the bookstore, it's for the church members during church services. It's not a commercial bookstore. It's religious books, books by the bishop and other men of God. So that, just to clarify that.
All right, I'll go right here. Yeah, let's get this microphone.
Thank you again. I think not to beat everything to death, the traffic, etc. So my big thing, I've been thinking about this, I've been praying about this since the last meeting, because I did attend the last meeting. So my big question is, we welcome you. You are welcome here. Can you scale it down? I think a friend and a neighbor asked the last time, I don't know if she's here now, she is, why not drive around the community and take a look at the existing churches that are in the community? Why does it have to be 64,000 square feet and all this smaller, not as much of an environmental impact, not as much as a traffic impact, smaller, like the gentleman just alluded to, a small church that welcomes parishioners, welcomes its members, perhaps members of this community will join. But why does it does not, this is so large, and that is what I would ask you to seriously consider from these two meetings. If you say, we're saying we don't want you here. No, we're saying we don't want that size of a huge, massive structure here that's going to impact everything. We consider the size. We consider the number of people you're welcoming. I do believe in God, and I do believe in Jesus Christ, and I do believe He's my Savior, and I do believe that you don't need to have this big of a structure here in Crofton. Thank you.
Just for the record, can I get your name and city?
Dawn, D-A-W-N. Dawn McKnight. I live in Crofton.
Great, thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm sorry we're running out of time, but I do want to turn it over to Delegate Sid Saab, who indicated he has some closing remarks.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for coming here today. I want to thank the church and Neil for coming out here. I just want to clarify something to the pastor. It bothered me that you did bring up the race. And I just, by show of hand, can everybody show me here that they are here because traffic, or are they here because of the race issue? Who's here because they don't want the race issue? We don't question your integrity. We welcome you here, like this lady said. And we just appreciate in the future as we move forward, and hopefully, whether this works out or not to bring up the race card, because really this is about traffic, it's about facilities, it's about neighborhood, it's about preserving some of that's left here in this neighborhood. So we looking forward to work with you, but just want to make that clear. I do want to bring something up real quick. I know this is out of turn, but he did have a question. He can ask it better, and it'll be just 10 seconds.
You've spoken briefly about...
Sorry, can you give your name and
Mark Jeffries.
Thank you, Mark.
You've spoken briefly, or vaguely referenced the southern section of your lot. That'd be the approximately 5 acres of land that lies to the south of Cox Road. That's been relatively empty in all of seconds. There's been notes on there about possible future development. Can the church make a commitment to us right now that you will not dump gravel on there at 4,999 square feet at a time, which is, if you do that, you don't need a permit. And I'm sure you know that. 5,000 feet of gravel requires a permit. Will you commit to us that you will not dump gravel on that and turn that into temporary parking to handle your overflow?
I think at this point, we need to go back. I think we had some excellent comments here about the size of the facility. We're going to go back and take a look at it. There are a lot of things on the table. I don't know what's going to happen with that right now, but we have a lot of design changes that we need to make as a result of these two meetings. We're going to make a lot of design changes, I'm not sure.
Wow. I think that's real points.
All right, thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. We will be here, so the engineers, if you have some questions about the slides that are up front.